update for you guys. I got the pedal boxes put in there, but I just tacked them in for now because I am still waiting for the seat. They seem to be in a good spot, height-wise, everything. As you can see, they all move real smooth. It's a wicked design. I love this. But yeah, that looks great. And now I'm just starting doing the rad mounts. I made the lower mounts. I got them installed. There's little rubber pieces that go in here. These rubber parts come on the rad already, so it made this actually a pretty simple design to install. Those install there, just like that, and then a rad sits inside here. Fits into each rubber hole there, like that. Feels new. And then now I'm just making the upper rad here, or the upper mount here for the rad. And that's how it's going to sit, just like that. You can mount your rad fairly horizontal like this. You just got to come up with a different fill design to fill it up. But and once it's filled and there's no air in it, you do not open the cap. That's the trick. So I'll have to figure that all out. I don't exactly know how that works, but I do know it's possible, so I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this upper mount. I got a little piece of rubber I cut and drilled a hole through that's gonna go on there like so. Pop this out of here. Yeah, so a little piece of rubber goes on there like so. I cut a little piece of angle iron here. It's gonna get a nut welded onto her, like so. And then of course I'll cut the sides back, make it look all nice. And then that's gonna fit onto there. There we go. Anyhow, so that goes onto there like that, good and tight. I'll weld that all up, and then I'll drill some holes in it for mounts, and then it'll be a removable mount for that upper spot. Or else the rad will never come out of there, obviously. So I'll get going on that and give you an update after. The rad will probably be fully mounted by then. There you go, guys. Nuts welded on there, all cleaned up with the grinder. Now that slides on there like so, and I just gotta go pop 2 holes in it. Probably gonna do like an M8 or an M10 bolt. We'll see. I think M10s, I got a bunch of them laying around, so yeah, we'll get that done next. I got the holes put in there. They ended up being really far apart, so I just notched them out, made them slotted, not a big deal. And that lines up good. Now I'm just gonna tap those with an M10, the holes, and we should be good to go. I got M10 bolts right here, and those will thread in there and hold it on. And then this will get mounted to a bar that's going to go across here in between those to mount everything up. Okay, I got the plate welded onto a piece of square tube here, and I tapped the holes, bolted my mount to it, and now I'm running into an issue. Actually, I sort of screwed this up, but I'm going to correct it, and I think it's actually going to end up a little better than the way it was going to be before. So my plan was to take this mount, put it on here this way, but as you can see, I'm covering up my rad cap. So I'm gonna have to turn it around, mount it this way, so that way I can still have access to the rad cap, and then have 2 pieces of flat bar that come down like brackets and weld to the end of the square tube. I still think it'll look nice, and that'll get the job done, and I'll have access to the rad, which is sweet. Rad up there on a piece of foam, right at the height I want it. So just as close as I can get without hitting, really. And now I'll show you how I'm going to measure this. Set this up right. You may not be able to see this, but so now the mount's going to go down this way. Maybe a little bit higher. There we go, hopefully you can see that now. Just like that, good and tight. And now my brackets are going to need to be 3 inches. Yeah, 3 inches would be perfect. Which that is 1 1/4 inch tubing. So 3 inches minus 1 1/4 inch is 1 3/4 inch. So I need to be 1 3/4 inch above my square tubing for these mounts. Rides all put in there. Let's make sure this looks nice, fits good. Yep, they're pretty wicked actually. That goes on there nice and tight. Just it's welded up in there. Welded up in there. Still can get access to the cap just in case. Gotta do some research on that still, like I said, but I'm gonna get that tacked in there. And the rad is mounted. The rad is fully welded in there now. It's got a little bit of movement to it from the rubber mount, which is wicked. It's all tight. So I'm going to clean up in here a little bit and then I'll do a decent walk around of it. Back up as high as I can. There's the rad mounted up. Pedals. That's a pretty good weekend, got lots done.